Hey everybody, it's Dan from Pain Free You. I'm here at my mom's. She's got this gorgeous backyard. I don't know if you can see it. She's got some not sunflowers, I don't even know what those are. Daisies. She's got all of these cool plants and trees, and this garden has been her sanctuary for the past, I don't know, probably 40 years. And she's got a pergola over the back patio down there with wisteria growing over it, so it's almost like an awning covering the back. So it's a gorgeous place. So today's topic is going to be, there's nothing wrong with you. Alright, I'm going to take a couple of nice deep breaths, enjoy the peace and quiet. No tractor boy here. Breathe in the peace. Exhale the noise. Breathe in the calm. Exhale the chaos. Breathe in the wholeness. Exhale the brokenness. So, there's nothing wrong with you, right? If you're watching these videos, you're likely aware of TMS, or tension myositis syndrome, the mind-body syndrome, this mind-body concept of pain or other reasons for illness. Stress, tension, emotional events, trauma, self-imposed pressures, all of these can create symptoms in our body, somatic symptoms. Like we feel these symptoms in our body as a result of our emotional and mental stress, right? And so the key here is that the entire point of Dr. Sarno's work was to go, time out. You're not broken. Your body's already fine. It's just that your brain and nervous system is kind of responding to all of this emotional, mental, stress-based influence, and it can create symptoms. And as I've pointed out before, once we get these symptoms, we immediately go, doctor, what's wrong with me? How come I feel this way? How come I have these symptoms? How come I have these pains? And of course, they get out the microscope and start looking at the body in every way, the blood tests, to this, to that. And before long, they tell you, see, that's what's wrong. You're broken. Well, maybe what they're pointing to is not really what's causing all these problems. I'm here to tell you that it's most likely not. Very likely not. So the core message of TMS, this mind-body syndrome, is your body's okay. It knows what to do. But with all the misinformation that we've gotten, the fear, the hyper-focus, the brain learns that there's a problem with the body, and whatever the brain perceives is going on, it will react as if it's true. So it's truly amazing that if the brain perceives that you got a physical problem, you're going to hurt as if you got a physical problem. Every time you move in a certain way, it's going to hurt as if you've got a physical problem. The brain is controlling everything. So when I say you're not broken, there's nothing wrong with you, there's nothing to fix, I literally mean that. And so I always use the teaching, analogy. That there's nothing to heal. We just want to teach the brain with proper information, accurate information, what's really going on, so the brain can change the outcome that you get. And let's be clear, a lot of people hear about TMS and they're like, okay, great, Dan, I get it. My body's fine, but I must have a mental problem or an emotional problem which would be causing all this stuff. And yes, I've always been anxious, I've always been health anxious, and so I've got a mental problem or an emotional problem, and that's what's wrong. No. That's not true either. You don't have a mental problem, you don't have an emotional problem. And I like to say, this is just where you ended up. Our brain and our nervous system throughout our lives has learned to become more and more sensitive. And you have the experience, you get medicalized, told that you're broken by the doctors, treatments don't work, medications don't work, you end up feeling worse and worse and getting more and more into despair. That's not your fault, it's just where you ended up. And it is so incredibly common. There's hundreds of millions of people around the globe in the similar or same spot as you. And so it's really important that you start to teach your brain that you're actually okay. There's nothing wrong with you. And I heard stories from people who actually got to be a patient of Dr. Sarno. And they said, oh yeah, when I left his office after an appointment, he would say, now go live your life, there's nothing wrong with you. And every time I say that, inevitably I have people say, but Dan, how can I live my life? I hurt so bad. How am I supposed to, go do whatever I want when I'm hurting so bad? So again, I'm suggesting we make the best of it, right? I am not suggesting that we go out and, run a marathon or go walk around the block if you haven't been able to make it to the living room and back. But when I say make the best of it, I'm talking about trying to have some fun based on your limitations, starting to do a little bit more. And what you'll realize, and I hear this from my clients both in one-on-one coaching as well as the group calls, that the more people start to do, the more they realize, I'm not feeling any worse. So I may as well go out and do things. So I went to the store, I went to my friends, I did this, I did that, I took a drive, and inevitably they made it through the day, they made it through the event, they actually had a good time, they kind of felt like, wow, I got myself out of the house and I did something, and I'm no worse off for it. And slowly, these little baby steps that we take will teach, not heal anything, but teach the brain that you're more capable than you've been thinking. And so when I say go live your life, there's nothing wrong with you, I literally mean start taking steps towards the life that you would like. If you're not sure what that looks like, ask yourself, take out a pen and paper. What would I do if I wasn't trying to fix my pain all day long or fix my symptoms all day long? What would I do? Come up with a list. What you're going to realize is some of those things on the list you can do now. So look, there's nothing to heal. It's teaching. It's giving your brain better data, better information, more accurate information as to what's really going on, so that the brain can create the outcome and the result based on better information going in. So if you can teach your brain that you're really not broken, it's going to respond. And since the brain's in control of everything, your digestion, your immunity is going to kind of return to balance. Your nervous system is going to kind of start to dial down and settle down, and the pains and the symptoms won't be as strong or as persistent. You'll get a day here or there where you don't hurt as much. And the more you can shift your focus to living your life and going out and doing things that are kind of fun and engage your brain otherwise, you're going to realize and start to see, wow, I went over to so-and-so's house and we had a nice time. We were talking, laughing, and through the whole couple hours I was there, I didn't really notice my pain. Now, sure enough, it did come back when I got back home, but while I was out, I was fine. Or while I was exercising, I was fine, or whatever. And what we're realizing there, we're learning step by step that we're actually okay, because those things would not be possible if in fact it was a structural problem, because doing more would hurt more. And let me just caution there, I don't want people to misunderstand. Sometimes if we go out and we're terrified of going out, or we're terrified of doing certain activities, the brain's going to go, stop it, and it's going to turn up the pain due to the fear. So as I've been talking a lot about visualization lately, visualize what you want so that the brain can kind of get an idea what that looks like before you ever try to do it in real life. So relax. You're not broken. You're not broken physically, mentally, or emotionally. There's nothing to heal. Stop trying to heal yourself all the time. Make your focus resuming life as much as you can with the symptoms you've got. And as you notice yourself going down that rabbit hole of fear, pull yourself back out and go, nope, we're good. I got this. So there's not a lot of work to do. I'm not going to give you homework. I'm not going to tell you to do 2 hours of brain retraining a day. No. General awareness of your emotional state, feel them. Your physical state, breathe and relax the muscles. Of your mental state, don't spin and ruminate on all the bad shit in your life. Allow that stuff to pass. And there's a lot of gnats out here. mindset, be indifferent to the symptoms, because you know that there's nothing wrong with you. Stop freaking out, because all that does is convince the brain that you're in trouble. And so calmly reassure yourself, I got this. Intellectually, relax your body, breathe. Repetition, over and over. Do a little bit more each day. Shift your focus to doing more fun things that you'd like to do. That's the routine. It's not rocket science. And it's not that complicated, because there's nothing wrong with you. You just have to give your brain better data so it can create a better outcome for you. So that's all I got for you today. Welcome to my mom's backyard. As you see, it's beautiful. The gardens are lovely here. Really nice, right? This is her sanctuary. So hopefully she'll be able to get back out here once she recovers a little bit more. So love you guys and gals, and I will talk to you tomorrow.